At what point do you stop addressing a man or a woman young?
Do people find it offensive to be called young?
It rubs me the wrong way. Be like, hey, here, young man.
That's a
Is it?
good question.
Mhm.
Yeah. Because you're right. It could be an individual, that's their insight. That's how they feel. And that's how it depends on how they take it. It also depends on how the person communicated that to you. Other people are like, hey, young man, as a kind of respectful thing. Shit, these days, I would might be saying, hey, young woman, yeah, what's up?
See, now with that question, it could actually go both ways, right?
Mhm.
Does young people enjoy that? Even us senior citizens being called AOG or hey chief. So that's kind of like a all around question.
Me, I know people who gets mad about it, get irritated about it, but then there are also some people who don't even really mind or even, really think about it, digging into the word young to reference young man or young woman. I don't even use that a lot. I just use the regular, I don't know, not the term, but I just say, hey, Mr. or Miss, could that be the same thing? If we say Mr. and Mrs. and Madam,
All that right. It's it depends on your surrounding and the kind of a job career that you have, right? It just people
or
don't. I don't like to be called Mister, you know, but I also don't like to be called addressed as a young man or even a big boy.
So what's the difference between young man and "What's up, bro?" or young man, young woman? You say you don't like to be called big bro, but bro's okay. Oops.
Bro
Why?
is good, you know what I'm saying, but not big man. Thanks, big man.
Gotcha. Well, it
You know,
depends on the city or the state that you're in. That's maybe just how people talk. We're not used to it. Growing up in Northern California, when you move to places like Southern Cal, they have a whole different way of talking. Then, of course, going to the South and all that, you hear a lot of that, madam or ma'am.
right? So it's like you said, it really it depends on the area that you're in or your location, right? I guess we put that in the category of slang. It's just a way of how people talk in that area.
Well, you gotta be careful too, also when you're addressing people, you gotta be respectful, and you also have to avoid making assumptions about people's age, you know,
Right.
unless it's specifically relevant to the conversation. You just don't wanna out and say "Hey, young man and young woman." So you're already assuming that person is younger than you or just young, period.
So it's all about being aware. We're living in an age where naive is not the way to live. It's good to be educated because some or at least knowledgeable for people and the way they want to be addressed, right? Because,
Mhm.
like you said, you can be in what industry of work that you're aligned in, or even in a religion or culture. You know that plays a factor. So,
You brought a good point about, age of sensitivity. You're
hmm
right. It could be of us, just us being ignorant on things. And then once we learn, that you understand why and people act the way or feel the way they do, but yet we label them sensitive. So that's a very
right.
good topic. This could be one of the things that people do not talk about, but it bothers people. So that's
It's
why
one
here.
of them secret, them what they call that? They kept secret or something that's not been shared. People are aware, but it's some hidden. What's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like them hidden topic or discussion that you don't want to address because you don't want to feel like or you just got so immune to
That's just an
your life.
uncomfortable topic to speak on. Some people never even thought about it. Like I've never thought about it, but now I'm actually thinking about it, and I never even once thought about it.